Marvel's Spider-Man 3 has got an update that really excited me. Now this video will contain no spoilers for Marvel's Spider-Man 2, and I have played the game, I have platinumed it, and there will be a spoiler version of this video where we can go much more in depth about Spider-Man 2 and how it potentially could set up a third iteration of the game. So if you want to see that video, go ahead and subscribe and stay tuned. And we just got the incredible news that Spider-Man 2 is Sony's fastest selling PS Studio game in history. So from that logic alone, I think it's almost a guarantee that they will find somehow to make a Spider-Man 3. So don't worry, no spoilers in this video. So let's start with the incredible interview done by SkillUp, which I will leave in the description and pinned comment section below. And SkillUp had an interview with the director of Spider-Man 2 and asked him about the future of the series. And this is how Brian Intihar responded. He said, "If Spider-Man 1 was like our Iron Man and Spider-Man 2 was like a Civil War, where logically do we go from there?" And I really recommend you go ahead and watch this part of the interview because his facial expressions, the way he thought about this answer was very, very amusing. He really took his time, he really thought about this answer, and it really does get me very, very excited. So he described Miles Morales and Spider-Man 1 as the kind of starting point to this Insomniac universe, being their Iron Man, and Spider-Man 2, which was an absolutely insane game, and he compared it to the massive midpoint of the first saga of the MCU, Civil War, and then said, where logically do we go from there? So of course what he's referring to is that Spider-Man 3 by Insomniac is going to be in comparison to Infinity War and Avengers Endgame. And not only were these two movies the end of a massive saga, but we know how crazy and amazing these movies were too. So Spider-Man 3 might be this final massive entry into this saga of the Insomniac Universe Spider-Man series. We also know the amount of characters in the Infinity War and Endgame movies, so maybe the third Spider-Man game will introduce a lot more Marvel characters into the Spider-Man universe. But we can go a lot deeper to this in the spoiler version of this video and discuss story elements and villains and all that kind of good stuff. So stay tuned on this channel for that. We've also got something to talk about with the main actor of the Insomniac series, Yuri Lowenthal, and according to comicbook.com, he said that he wants to see Deadpool in Marvel's Spider-Man 3. The article reads, speaking to comicbook.com ahead of the launch of Marvel Spider-Man 2, we asked Lowenthal which classic Spider-Man storyline he'd like to see Insomniac adapt for its video game franchise in the future. While stressing that he hasn't signed on for a third game yet, Lowenthal said that he's been pitching those behind the scenes at Insomniac about incorporating Deadpool in some manner. Specifically, Lowenthal added that he'd like to work opposite actor Nolan North, who has previously played the Merc with a mouth in various games and other mediums. Lowenthal admitted that he doesn't think his dream will become a reality, but that hasn't prevented him from making his voice heard. I mean, there are so many ways they could go with a third game. I'm assuming at this point nobody's had me sign a contract for a third game, but I'm assuming there will be a third game, Lowenthal said, of the sequel's potential. Look, here's something I've been pitching for a long time, and I don't know if they're going to do it, but I love the Spidey-Pool relationship. I love Deadpool and Spider-Man. As much as I talk about Moon Knight in this universe, and Brian Intihar is tired of me talking about that, I've been hard pitching, wouldn't it be great if Nolan North and I got to play in that? And so I would love to see that. I'd love to see Deadpool and Spidey in this. Is it going to happen? Probably not. Do they listen to me? Mostly not. But that is a relationship I would love to see explored in games. So we know Insomniac, the creative director, they have a plan themselves. They've got a direction that they're going in. And Yuri Lowenthal is an amazing Spider-Man, of course, but he's the actor. He doesn't really get a say in the creative direction of where the franchise goes, but I think it would be so amazing. I think it's so possible for them to add Deadpool and Moon Knight into this series as side missions. I mean, we've seen some amazing characters in side missions in Spider-Man 2. We saw some amazing characters in Spider-Man 1, the side characters like Silver Sable and Black Cat, and although they are mainly Spider-Man companions, I think it would be absolutely incredible to see Deadpool and Moon Knight added into Insomniac Spider-Man 3, especially with it being alluded to that this game is going to be as epic and on the scale of the Avengers Infinity War and Endgame movies. And of course, there won't be that many heroes in the likes of Endgame in Spider-Man 3. That's just impossible in my opinion. But to see some more heroes, to see Deadpool and Moon Knight make their appearance would be very, very cool side quests. And from pre-release of Spider-Man 2, we even saw that kind of Moon Knight inspired costume for Spider-Man that you can get in game. So I think that in itself is a very exciting concept to think about, and I'm so glad that Yuri Lowenthal shared his thoughts with comicbook.com. And moving on to some new features I think could be included in Spider-Man 3 without giving any spoilers for Spider-Man 2 again. I think we can definitely see an expanded map, just like we saw an expanded map with this game. I wonder what traversal kind of mechanics they could add to Spider-Man 3, where this game we've got web wings and the fast SSD of the PS5 just makes it so seamless and so smooth. Could Spider-Man 3, I don't know, maybe add the Spider-Mobile? Let me know in the comment section below what kind of features would you expect from Spider-Man 3, and please don't put any spoilers in the comment section for this video. We'll save that for my spoiler video. Also, the senior narrative director of Insomniac Games has teased a potential Venom spin-off game, which we'll talk about in a separate video too. And we'll go deeper into what we can expect in the new updates for Spider-Man 3 in a separate video. So guys, thank you so much for watching. This is my first Spider-Man video on this channel. Actually, I did make a Venom video previously in the year where I actually did talk about a potential Venom spin-off game. Let me know in the comment section below, have you played Spider-Man 2 yet? Have you platinum Spider-Man 2 yet? And I hope to see you in one of my next videos. Stay tuned for more Spider-Man content. We also talk about Metal Gear Solid remakes, future of the Ghost Recon series, Assassin's Creed, future upcoming Star Wars projects, Starfield update, The Witcher 4, Cyberpunk sequel, and so much more. So go ahead and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching this video. Peace out, God bless, and I hope to see you in one of my next videos. Take care, guys.
I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. I feel like I'm losing my mind.